G'day, regulars. Now, I'll forgive you for thinking the federal budget was all about capital gains tax and negative gearing. The media won't bloody shut up about it. But beneath all that is the actual story that's going to affect the vast majority of working Australians. In the past 7 days, the Australian government bet hundreds of millions of dollars on AI productivity in your workplace. Then Google announced the tools designed to deliver it. Both stories tell working Australians the same thing. You just have to listen for it. Because if the workforce can't deliver the productivity the budget is banking on, we're all fucked. Starting with the money. The Productivity Commission, the federal government's economic modelling agency, is projecting a 4.3% labour productivity lift from AI over the next decade. That's $116 billion. That's the number Jim Chalmers is staking his fiscal strategy on. To get there, the budget did three things. One, it wired AI straight into how the government runs. $105.9 million for an AI tool that accelerates environmental approvals, housing, energy, critical minerals. The ATO is already running AI inside MyTax. The TGA is using it to speed up drug evaluations. The Commonwealth isn't waiting for AI. It's already running on it. Two, it rewrote the tax code to push money towards AI. The R&D tax incentive has been rebuilt around startups under 10 years old. The $20,000 instant asset write-off is now permanent, and every working Australian now gets a $1,000 automatic work expense deduction, which means your ChatGPT Plus, your Claude Pro, your Microsoft Copilot subscription just got easier to maintain and pay for. Three, it locked in the cloud. The Microsoft MOU, $25 billion in Australian Azure capacity, and a commitment to train 3 million Australians in AI skills by 2028. 3 million. Now, here's the part that matters. The CSIRO published research in April that nobody really talked about. They looked at thousands of Australian firms over several years and found something that contradicts almost everything you read and hear in the news. Companies that adopt AI aren't shedding workers, they're hiring more workers, roughly 36% more job ads, broader skill requirements. The firms that don't adopt are the ones falling behind. That's the bet. Not AI replaces workers, it's AI adopting firms grow, hire more, and the non-adopters lose ground. And then there's the inconvenient bit. The Humanova National Workforce Report came out a week and a half before the budget. 7 in 10 Australian knowledge workers use AI regularly, but only 1 in 8 have genuine fluency. Senior leaders are 5 times more likely to be fluent than the average office worker. Most workers, 58% of them, use AI as a shortcut for summarizing emails. Dabblers, the report calls them. So the government has bet a $116 billion productivity dividend on a workforce where 1 in 8 knows how to actually drive the technology. That's the gap the bet has to cross. Now, the other thing that happened this week, Google I/O 2026. Google announced Gemini Spark, a 24/7 AI agent that runs continuously in your workspace, monitoring emails, cross-referencing documents, drafting work for you in the background. It's not the first one. Anthropic shipped Claude Cowork earlier this year. OpenAI has agent mode in ChatGPT and Codex. Microsoft Copilot agents are already rolling out into Australia workplaces. What I/O confirmed this week is that the category is now a race between 4 tech giants, all shipping to enterprise on the same 6 to 12 month timeline. That timing matters because last week, the budget bet hundreds of millions of dollars on AI productivity. And the tools the productivity model depends on, agents that actually offload work, not chatbots that draft emails, are real, are shipping, and are landing on Australian workstations soon. Quick aside on the AGI claim as well. Dennis Asabas told the I/O audience that AGI is just a few years away. He says this every year. Ignore it. The AGI claim is for venture capital. The interesting story is the tool shipping today. Here's what stopped me when I sat with both these stories properly. The capability divide just got sharper, and it got sharper before the tools even landed here. Because the tools are coming. Docs Live and Gmail Live this year, Spark and the equivalents not long after. Microsoft Copilot agents are rolling out into Australian workplaces right now. The window between today and the day this stuff lands on your work laptop is the window. That's it. That's the runway. A dabbler today, someone using ChatGPT to summarize meetings, has maybe 6 to 12 months before a colleague walks into Monday with their week pre-triaged, their inbox synthesized, their action items extracted, and 3 hours of their day back. And the dabbler is still just writing prompts into a chat box. The CSIRO data said AI adopting firms hire more. That's true at the firm level. But inside those firms, the work is going to concentrate around the workers who can orchestrate agents. The Humanova report flagged senior leaders as 5 times more likely to be fluent. That gap is going to get wider, not narrower, because the workers who are already fluent use the runway to compound their advantage. So no, this isn't an episode about AI taking your job. The budget bet on AI productivity. The tools to deliver it are arriving. The CSIRO research shows the firms that adopt are hiring more, not less. The opportunity is genuine, but it's not evenly distributed. It goes to the workers who use the runway. The opportunity is real. You just have to put in the effort to adapt. 3 things you can do this week to land on the right side of the divide. 1, find out whether your workspace is in line for Gemini and Spark, Claude Cowork, Microsoft Copilot agents, or ChatGPT Codex. Ask your IT team, ask your manager. If your organization is rolling these tools out, ask to be on the first wave of users. Capability comes from sustained daily use. You don't build fluency in a workshop. You build it by living inside the tool for 6 months. Being early matters. 2, pick one AI feature you already have access to that you don't currently use and bake it into your daily workflow this week. Most platforms have something more capable than the basic chat box. Agentic features in Copilot, project workspaces in Claude, deep research modes in ChatGPT. One feature this week, use it for 5 days running. That's how fluency starts. 3, watch ai.gov.au, the government's official platform for AI adoption guidance, launched May 8th. If you run a small business or work in a sector that got specific budget allocations, find out what's available. The infrastructure for upskilling is being built, but you're the one who actually has to walk in the door and sign up. Here's the honest close. The government bet $116 billion that the Australian workforce will adapt fast enough to deliver it. Google just shipped the type of tools that this bet depends on. The opportunity is real. It's evidence-based. It's just not evenly distributed. It goes to the workers who are able to adapt. That's Regulars AI. If this was useful, hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment with any topics you want me to dive into, and let me know how you plan to ride the AI wave. I'll see you next Friday. I need a beer.